Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, you folks, sampler video series videos I do for the while. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. My intro at this point is just purely muscle memory. I couldn't tell you what the hell I'm saying as I'm saying it. It's just me going through a thing because I've done so many of these videos now. But that's also what allows me to do it seamlessly. But anyway, folks, super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm inside the truck. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when those two things coincide, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. Not the case today. No, I am just taking advantage of the super nice weather today because it is beautiful out. It's overcast. There's like a light, tiny little drizzle. It's wonderful. And it's nice and cool and yay. So that made me happy. So I decided to go home and grab some stuff from my fridge that I've been meaning to review. And I was like, time to just get out there and get it done because I want to get it done. So what am I reviewing? Boom! It is this. It's a soda, but not just any soda. Ha 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 ha. Can we get a thing? Can we get it? Like that, kind of? Yeah, sure, why not? It is delicious and refreshing Boots Beverages Caramel Apple Soda from Belleville, Texas. Woo, Texas. I love, cool, Texas. Made with pure cane sugar. There's some old folks on it. They're old. Property and bottled under the authority or direction of Beverages, Texas, all that good stuff. Okay, cool. Caramel apple soda. Need I say more? I got this from Rocket Fizz, which, if you're not familiar, Rocket Fizz, they are a specialty candy and soda shop. I love the place. That basically, fucking, I could go over there and, like, literally just do shit from their store and have, like, probably 2 years worth of material for this show. But I hit them up every so often, and when I saw they had caramel apple soda, I was like, well, that's a sampler platter episode if I ever heard one. So let's go ahead, open it up, give it a go. And look, it's got a boot on it. Boot! Ah, okay. It's twist off. Good. Ooh. I like it when it's got the little foggy mist. Ooh, it smells good, too. Ooh, my only fear with this, is that it might have, like, a chemically aftertaste. Because, like, apple stuff can be a little bit hard to work with. But, like, if they can get this right and get it to actually taste crisp and still have the caramel flavor and have it be refreshing, let's see how you do, Texas. I'm excited. Okay. 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 Alright, Texas. Here's the skinny. You came real close. Real close. Here's the thing. I like this. It's good, it's unique, and they blended it in a way where it isn't disgusting despite the fact that caramel apple soda maybe shouldn't work all that well. But there's no chemically taste, so you got me on aces. I do feel like the apple aspect could be crisper. I feel like that is the only thing holding it back. I feel like if the apple aspect was stronger, and you could get it, I mentioned this before in other drink reviews, when you get that sensation, like from Sprite or Coke on on a hot day or something like that. If you could have got that down, you would have very potentially made one of my favorite sodas ever. Because I like this a lot. I love the way it's blended. I love the flavors that are at play. I think this is really good. But it just isn't quite strong enough. Excuse me. I think if it just had a little bit more strength of flavor, it would have been there. Because I love apple soda. I love like Manzanita Sol. What is it, Mundell or whatever it is? Like Mexico's big on apple sodas. For some reason, America not so much. I love those. Those are fantastic. If this had managed to have that nice crisp apple flavor, it would have just blown me away. But as is, it is still damn tasty. And it does come close. It is so close to having the flavor that I want. Like, it's almost there. It's almost there. Just doesn't quite make it. But it is really tasty. Flavor notes and all that good stuff. It's a sweet soda. I wouldn't say it's like abrasively sweet though or anything like that. It's actually pretty mild in that regard. Yeah. So the way that it kind of goes, I'm almost surprised that there isn't a bigger separation of the apple and the caramel. But again, I think that's just the way that they blended it together, which is nice. But again, it's more apple. The apple flavor is decent. It is just more subdued. Like if I'm comparing it to something like a Manzanita Sol, it just doesn't quite give me that same oomph. But it's good. The caramel is definitely mixed in with it, so you do get this nice mix of apple and caramel. You know, you get this. But again, the cool thing about it is that it's not like overly sweet. So I think they were really smart in the decisions they made with this. Again, I just need it to be a little bit stronger. That would really do it for me. Like if they came out with like an apple cider, like a caramel apple cider soda, that would do it for me. I'd be dead in a week. It'd just be me down in these things until I finally dropped. No, it's still really good though. This is an instance where they took an unusual flavor, well, not an unusual flavor pairing, obviously caramel apples are really good, but an unusual flavor pairing for a soda as a format, and they were smart about it. Like, it's not a gimmick soda. That's the thing. You know, it would have been really easy for them to just go over there and cram this thing with apple and caramel flavors and stuff, and, you know, it would have been like, caramel apple soda. But that's not what they did. They clearly really thought this out, and they made a nice product, and it is really tasty and good. Two questions I have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes with an asterisk. For me personally, although it doesn't quite get to the level that I would like it to, I do really like it, and it is unique and something where it's like, this will be a thing that, you know, usually when I go to Rocket Fizz, I get like a 6-pack, because you can just make your own 6-pack. Typically speaking, I have certain things that I always hit. You know, like I usually like to have either a root beer or a birch beer or both. You know, a lot of times I like to have a cola involved. You know, and just various other things. This is one of those things, I mean, it wouldn't be in every 6-pack I'd put together. But I would say maybe like 1 out of 3, I'd like to have it in there, because it's really good, and like I said, I like the uniqueness of it. Now, if it had gone to that level I was hoping, it would have been in there every single time. As for recommending it to other people, I would. It depends on what you're expecting, though. If you are expecting like a stronger apple flavor, it might let you down a little bit, but I think that even then it is worth giving a go, just because it's so unique. And I think it's really well put together, and I think that's very admirable. So I think overall I would recommend it. It's, you know, not going to be for everybody, but even then I don't feel like it would be outright abrasive to anybody either. It's a fairly, you know, it's good, but because it isn't stronger in flavor, the way I maybe would have wanted, I don't feel like it would be abrasive to anybody, if that makes any sense. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of the year. And folks, if you can go over there and have yourselves apparently caramel apple soda-tastic rest of your life, good on you, Boots Beverages. Oh, I just got a thing. Laura Kristen. Laura was Boots' mother. Her charm and scratch caramel apple strudel her charm and scratch caramel apple strudel settled husband Ambrose down in Round Top, Texas, in 1893. They bought Belleville Bottling Works in 1930. We've got her caramel apple strudel in this very bottle. That was hard to say, but it's good. I'll do things. Number one, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not as possible. It is, however, always appreciated, but we can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I wish it was. I wish it was easier to not be a dick. But sometimes in your life, man, it's frustrating. It's hard to not be. It is important, though, when we run into those situations, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to watch this review, and maybe you're going to try some Boots Beverages caramel apple sodas I've done here today. And maybe like me, you're going to really enjoy it, but you're going to be like, you know what? That fat guy with the shirt with all the paint on it, he was right. We can do even better. So maybe you go talk to the Boots people. I mean, I'm guessing that Laura is probably not still alive at this point. Sadly, though 1893, she ain't alive. But, maybe you go over there, you talk to him and everything, and you're like, maybe put out like a special edition version of it, right? So then they put out a special edition version of it, and then it goes over there, and it's really, really good. I'm really happy. I die because, as I established, I'll just literally and end up with caramel apple soda poisoning, I guess. They'll have to come up with a whole new, medical thing just for me in that circumstance. I like it. Or conversely, no, just do that. That's fine. Bye.